Hello, this is Mrs. Kundra for IELTS Without Effort, and I'm an Ex IELTS Examiner and a Cambridge University Examiner. So this time I'm going to talk about the writing task 2. In my earlier shorts, I had told you about analyzing the question. So how to get out of this band 5.5 or 6.5 in case you're stuck there? The first thing is that you have to analyze the question properly, right? So actually I'm going to read you the question. I have already, put it on the my Facebook page, IELTS Without Effort, and also on my Instagram page. You can go through that and you can really read it for yourself. So I will be now telling you in detail what happens when you do not analyze the question properly, right? So there are numerous, I find videos and YouTube's tips where they say you should analyze the question. But what happens when you do not? Okay? And why should you analyze the question? Now, this is a big question. Why should you analyze the question properly? And why do I say my students that you should at least devote 5 minutes, 2 minutes of which to analyze the question? Just think. Why should you brainstorm? Why should you think? I'll just give you an example. What happens? It's a recent example I have taken. I will be reading it out to you. See, so what was the question was, the world would be a better place if women own leadership. And to what extent you agree or disagree, that is the same. So this was the task 2 question that came recently. Now, what are the key, words? You will say, okay, ma'am, it is world, better place, women, and leadership. Fine. Now, what the children have done, or what do they do based on my experience when I have been, checking their writings, they go in for the leadership, right? They know they have to write about the women and the leadership. And, they know about the better place. Now, what goes wrong? They go wrong at a place that they miss out the word world. So then what happens? So they will be writing, of course they will be writing on leadership of the women. They will be writing like, what should I say? Like women, if they, okay, this is an example. So if the women, they are in charge of a company or in charge of an institution, so they are very compassionate, you're very kind, caring, and, they, can really go into others' shoes and understand whatever, right? So they'll be writing those things. They have missed out on the big thing that is the world. So the whole writing gets concentrated on the women and the institution. So this is the task response, or you can say the task achievement is low. So missing a single word. See to what extent it affects your writing. Ultimately, what you're going to do? You're going to write on this, you're going to write on this line. And you're, missing the small word which you say you won't understand, and that is the world. And the whole writing goes wrong. So whatever language you may use, then what the students have to say. I did it very beautifully, I wrote a lot of good language with lot of linkers, proper linkers, connectors. But I was not rated. I was given a low score. And you get a 5, you get a 6. In spite of your language. But if you're not giving me, or if you're not giving the IELTS what it is required or what is required from the, question, then how do you think you're going to be rated? So that is why in my last video also I said that you must analyze the question. So whatever you may write, it is not going to help you in any way. You may be writing very good language. So for that matter, it's not going to, just boost your score. You're going to be struck at 5, 6. I mean, of course, when you're not giving what we want, examiners want. And so that is very important. And in my next, video, I'm going to address this thing, why memorization is not good. I went through an, site or a website I would not like to name, but I'll tell you why and how we examiners come to know that this is a memorized sentence and this is what is coming out. This is something that is natural. We can easily, the examiners can easily come to know. And then I'll be telling you that also. So these types of, things may not be told to you. So please, you should be careful when I come up with my videos, and they are going to really helpful. Okay. So meanwhile, the secret of success of IELTS is read more, speak more, write more, focus more, and of course, listen more. Okay. All the best. And I'll be coming with another video where I'll explain you how do the examiners come to know that this is memorized and this is not. And I'll take a real example from some website and then I will dissect it and tell you. Thank you. I hope this video helps because this is unedited. I just want to help you. And I was really worried about the things the children have come and told me that they did like this and they did not get bands, and therefore I analyzed it for them. And I also wanted to do it for you. So if this video goes long, kindly go to the YouTube channel where I'll be posting and you can see the rest of it there. Thank you. All the best.